Adobe Illustrator makes it easy to recolor artwork and experiment with other color themes to see how your artwork looks in different ways. Let's explore how this feature works. Now I'm beginning this video with the recoloringartwork.ai file already open on my computer. And I want to open up the swatches panel for a second because what we're going to be doing is utilizing some of the existing colors in our art to recolor it. And I want to point out that down here we have a couple of color groups that have been created. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create another color group just so you can see how this works. So I'm going to click on the New Color Group button. I'm going to call this one LBV. Go ahead and click OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a couple of swatches down here into this color group. So I'm just going to apply a couple colors here. I'm really just dragging some random colors that I can use for my color group. Now, I also want to direct you up here to the Color Guide panel. And when you first look at this, depending on what your active fill color is, you may not see much of a change. However, if you make one of these other colors active, I'm going to go ahead and choose maybe this blue color. You can see if you go to the Color Guide panel, you now have a whole bunch of options. And for example, it shows you the shades that are available within this color. You can click on the drop-down menu and it shows all the different color harmony rules based on that selected color. And if you click on a color group in your swatches panel, now the color guide shows you even more options to choose from. So that's the idea behind the color guide panel. You can go through here and select different variations on color. But what we're going to do is we're going to press Command A on Mac or Control A on Windows to select all the artwork, or you can only do selective components. And I'm going to come up here to the Color Guide panel and click on the Edit or Apply Colors button. Now I'm just going to slide my artwork over here because this dialog box is fairly big. So go ahead and click on the Edit or Apply Colors button, and that is going to bring up the dialog box, and it's also going to show me the artwork over here in its recolored state. Right now we're in the Assign tab, which is showing us how our art is being recolored. So you can see that these are the existing colors in our artwork, and this is what they're mapping to. So you can easily, when you're in here, so here are some of our green colors. If we wanted to, we could drag these and map them to different colors over here. Right? So now you can see some of our colors have changed. Now, in addition, down here at the bottom, we can click on this drop-down menu and choose the different modes available for adjusting our colors. But what we can do is right inside of this dialog, we can drag the sliders to change what colors these are being mapped to. And depending on how complex your artwork is, it's going to take a little bit of time to render as you're making these changes. So you could always uncheck Recolor Artwork and make your adjustments, and then you can go ahead and turn Recolor Artwork back on to see a preview of what it looks like. Now down here at the bottom, you can also randomly change the color order. You can randomly change the saturation and brightness, and you can click on colors above to find them in the artwork. So if I click on this to turn it on, when I click on one of these colors, it's going to show me where in the artwork it's located. So you can go ahead and click on some of these green areas, and we can see where those are located. Now, what we can also do is we can come over here and we can click on the Edit button. And the Edit button allows us to make further adjustments to the color harmony. So we can certainly keep choosing other color harmonies up here. We'll go with something a little more intense. I'll go with high contrast. And we can see that it now recolors the artwork based on these color rules. Now, you can also tweak this. You could drag these and adjust them, and it's still going to maintain the color harmony relationship between the colors. If you just want to adjust them manually without linking to any harmony, you can click on this link button to unlink. And now when you drag these, they're no longer remaining connected. If you want to add a color, right here you can click on the Add Color tool. And then I can say, well, I want to add one of these blue colors right down here. And that's going to add another one to this current harmony. You can see all the tree trunks have changed and mapped. You can view this in a couple of different ways. Currently, we're viewing this using a color wheel. I can view it as a segmented color wheel or as color bars, whichever one you prefer. Down here, I can click on this button and I can choose from a number of different color themes that I'd like to use. So we could go with, say, nature, and I could go with flowers, and that would then recolor my artwork using that particular color theme. Once you're happy with how your artwork is recolored, we can go ahead and click the OK button, and now you can see that all of your artwork has been recolored using the method that I chose in that Recolor Artwork dialog. As you can see, this powerful feature can allow you to easily recolor your artwork in different ways to give you more visual options with your artwork.